Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic and we are going to play some 4-drop tribal stuff. So as you can see in our stats here, we have 23 4-drops, 35 creatures, and an Amori to boot, which is another 4-drop. So actually, let's go ahead and put that up to 24 4-drops in the deck and some ways to ramp into them. So basically with this deck, we could probably bring in a few more ways to ramp into them, but we want to hit Arboreal Grazer, Gilded Goose, and Paradise Druid, one or two of them, and basically try to get these creatures out on turn 3 instead of turn 4 so that we can start playing them a little bit more consistently, anything like that. But basically we just brought in all of the busted 4-drops, and I tested this deck out a little bit a while ago, and it actually did okay for us, like surprisingly. But I mean, all the 4-drops are just insanely busted in the format right now. Let's go through them, why don't we? So with Core Set 2021, we added in Bazir's Lieutenant, and so Bazir's Lieutenant does stuff when things die, and you'll notice there's kind of a theme with that with this deck, where there's a lot of things that do things when things die. It's a hard sentence to say. Anyway, Bazir's Lieutenant, 4 mana, 3/4 vigilance, puts counters onto things. When things with counters die, some knights are created. We don't have a ton of plus and counter synergies. Like, I wish that was the one thing with this deck, is I feel like we could definitely have more of them, but we have lots of Bazir's Lieutenants. Plukernos works well with this as well, and then also Luminous Broodmoth being able to bring things back again, bringing back Bazir's Lieutenants to then trigger again with the ETB effect, putting more counters onto stuff, making it even better. Nightmare Shepherd also bringing things back into play, being able to create more copies, more knights, more whatever. Rankle, just an amazing other 4-drop. Like, we just have so many busted 4-drops in the format right now in the Abzan colors. So we have Rankle and Questing Beast, which are kind of like the beat down 4-drop. We're going to hasten and actually kill you. Gem Razor kind of in that same place where we can put it on turn 3 onto a Gilded Goose or Grazer or something to start swinging in. And then Plukernos on the top end to whenever it enters back onto the battlefield, it gets 6 counters onto it. So if it comes back with Nightmare Shepherd, instead of 6/6, it becomes a 7/7 instead. Or Luminous Broodmoth, same type of thing. So like Plukernos just is part of the reason that we're playing this deck, is that it works so well with Nightmare Shepherd, Luminous Broodmoth, and Bazir's Lieutenant. And so I was wanting to build a deck around those initially, and I was just like, okay, if you're gonna play that many 4-drops, you need to play some ramp to get to. And I was like, you know what? Let's just add all the 4-drops. Have this 4-drop party, and it ended up being a thing, and it's silly and fun, and we have Umori to boot with everything. So 25 lands, 12 ramp creatures, and 23 4-drops, 24, and that's it. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. All right, up against the real Mama Luigi. We are on the play, and 4-drops on the play are not the worst with Plukernos. We can strive to try to find a creature, so we're going to go ahead and try to keep this. I typically mulligan to try to get a 1 or 2-drop ramp creature, because it's so necessary for our gameplay to be able to try to hit this on turn 2. But we just found one, so therefore we're happy. Yeah, that's basically the idea of this. If you're on the play, a 4-drop is a little bit better. Not great for sure, but a little bit better. Let's go ahead and go for Temple Garden, Paradise Druid, pass the turn. And we get to start doing some big things. Turn 3 Plukernos, it's a 6/6. It's big and beefy. It kills grazers. It eats creatures for lunch. You're gonna start swinging for 8. Oh man, that's a really good turn 4. All right, let's see what they have. So the biggest issue I have run up against a few decks that run, I think it's Extinction Event. Extinction Event is terrible for us. It is one of the worst possible things that could ever happen to us. And one of the games I played, I ran up against it. They had like 4. They drew into 4 of them, and we kept bringing out 4-drops over and over and over again. And they, our stuff is all even. And so if they have enough Extinction Events, whatever else, they just kill us. But a lot of these creatures are actually difficult for people to deal with. Mothra's Great Cocoon, Cultivate. All right, this is the Mutate into Ugin deck, I do believe. All right, well, let's go ahead and play out Bazir's Lieutenant, counter onto the Paradise Druid so that they can't just chump with the Grazer. Swing in, takes it all down to 11 past the turn. Protection from multicolored can be pretty good in some cases here. Please no extinction events. Pretty please. Alright, Batra. Don't you Batrize at me. Rude. Alright, create a knight. Pass the turn. There's a wrinkle. Alright, it's better to play the Puknos on a turn that I can also use its ability. And so we're 1 mana away from being able to do that. So I could go wrinkle and just swing all in aggressively. They'd probably block here, take 6, go to 5. Can we close out the game after that is the question. I can also force them to sacrifice a creature. So if they do block with Grazer, so I guess it makes them block the wrinkle. If we play another Puknos, I think it just comes back. So play the wrinkle. Well, let's get their life total down as much as possible. We have a game plan for the next turn with Puknos and fight something. And that should clear the board at least enough here. Yeah, blocks there. Just as we figured. Down to 5. Pass the turn. Garuk. Alright, let's see if they use the -3 to kill Basri. Cannot actually do it. It's protected. I think it still makes him do it, though. Alright. Cool.
Looks like you're not fit to survive.
Alright. Now we don't have the ramp, so we can't Puknos and play it out here anymore. I can guarantee kill Garuk. Rats. What to do. I guess we can play Paradise Druid and bring Amori to hand, or just play out the Puknos. How many cards are in the graveyard? How many does this need? 6? Killing Garuk does seem kind of like a nice game plan. Alright, just play Puknos, pass the turn. I don't think that was the right play. I don't know. Gem Razor would be really nice here to put onto Paradise Druid or something. Makes us sacrifice a creature. Sack a knight.
You're not scared of dogs.
Yeah, I should have waited. I was being too greedy. I should have just brought Umori back to hand, be able to actually fight against this. I mean, this got pretty big pretty quick though. Yeah, kills the Basri's Lieutenant now. Mutates again. Yeah, we were just a turn too slow. We're done here. That's fine. That's cool. Good for you. We're gonna see that probably a lot with this deck. It's a fun deck. It's so janky though. When it goes off, it's gonna be crazy. Like, this has some of the most explosive plays I've seen in a deck. All right, up against Snow Crash. Bring it on. Keep this. We have a ramp creature. We're playing things on turn 3. That's the dream. Temple. Don't need more of them though. We need more lands to be able to just play them consistently after this. I guess we don't have to shock ourselves. Paradise Druid, pass the turn. Alright, so I do think that we lead off with Basri first, and this time we'll probably put the counter onto itself. Or Midnight Shepherd, Nightmare Shepherd, because I can't cast it at a different time. Having flying is pretty nice too. We'll go Nightmare Shepherd, pass the turn. Just in case Paradise Druid died after we played Basri's Lieutenant, we wouldn't have been able to cast this, so it's just kind of adds a little bit to it. Teferi's Toot. Oh no. How could this happen? All right. Let's go ahead and Basri's Lieutenant with a counter onto, I guess, Paradise Druid. Let's go attacking. If it dies, we get it back and we get a 2/2 Knight, so is cool. I'm assuming this deck's going to be playing something like Drown in the Lock and things like that. So Buyer's Resistance a little bit protected. Another Teferi's Toot. All right, getting multiples is bad, but we have quite a bit of damage on board and a lot of board wipe protection. A lot of Ritual of Soots cannot kill us either. All right, play Temple of Silence. I don't think it matters what's on top because it's going to get milled over anyway, right? So, yeah. Alrighty. Sweet. All right, so we do have... we're digging for land, of course, turn 1, but Grazer into a Scry land is so good. All the colors here. We would love to be able to find land number 3 so we can actually play things on the next turn. Not a land. Get the hence. Does he know the Muffin Man? That's a very good question. Does the Pudding Eater know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! No! Oh, no turn 3 plays. No land for Hefe. Actually, we have one more turn, I guess, to find it because we're gonna play the Gilded Goose anyway, so it's fine. We have another turn to try to find the land, and hope we don't have Goosey die. Don't let Goosey die, dude. That's not right, man. Goose again. Still no lands. Getting kind of worked over here past the turn. Now they're going to have a Ritual of Soot and we're going to be stuck on 2 lands. That's going to be sad. You know what we should do? We should bring blue into this deck and bring in the Sphinx, the 4-drop Sphinx as well to make sure we can scry, bring in Growth Spirals and stuff. Dude, I called it. Are we playing up against the same deck as last time? Alright, Grazer. They do nothing, but they come back with Broodmoth, or we can put a counter onto them. So, they do nothing, but they totally do something. There we go. Alright. Let's grab some... do we want Nightmare Shepherd more, or Luminous Broodmoth? So black mana or white mana? Here is the question. We have more white creatures in general, so this means we can potentially play them more often. So let's go for Lieutenant first. Lieutenant Dan! So I can put it onto itself, give it self-protection. This is what they're most likely going to target with something. If I put it here and they have removal for the Lieutenant, then I kind of dodge the removal. I also get to spread out power. So I do think that's probably the better play. Down to 19. We got him. All right, they had it. They would have Heartless Act in response to us putting the counter onto it then. So that, again, we did actually dodge the removal there. All right, go for the Broodmoth. Like, what in the world are they playing? I don't know. Just a bunch of 4-drops, man. It's all good. And a Mori. So you know exactly how janky the deck is. As soon as you see this and you see creatures, you're like, oh no. What did he do? He really did it. And we're gonna run up against another Dimir control deck. Control is so good against mid-range. It's ridiculous. Like, these are the matches where I'm not sure if it's worth sticking around, especially like it's just gonna be slow. We may go ahead and jump through this one. I'll wait for a few more turns. We find the black mana, so okay. All right. We're gonna bring him back down to the starting life total. That 3 Nightmare Shepherds in a row is not the worst play. We'll keep it. I'm fine with that. Attacking with Grazier. Bring a Mori to hand. Yeah, control's really good against the deck that is only one thing. All the creatures. All right. Dimir control. These are the games where I'm like, I'm not sure if I care to stick around for a little while. I want to win for you guys. I want to, like, you know, stick through these games. We do have 3 Nightmare Shepherds in a row, which is not a bad play. Like, it really is not the worst. Down to 16. But it also is terrible. Grazer, I didn't block there because if we do get to keep this alive for a turn, Grazer gets to block twice. Let's see, how many Heartless Acts are you going to have? 2 doesn't seem good enough. All right, each extinction, that's fine. Having more is better. All right, we're done here. I don't think I have the patience. I do think that we could probably put up a decent fight. Yeah. Up against Drug Mountain. No green mana for ramp, we mulligan. We do have green mana for ramp. We're stuck with the 2 lands again, but Paradise Druid does make it a bit better. Drop the Goosey. Yeah, I keep this. We want to be playing 4 drops, not a bunch of ramp stuff, so I'd rather have more of these and just hope that we actually hit the lands. Land at the top would be amazing. Health Collector. Land. We have 25 lands in the deck. Yes. Okay, play it out. Pass the turn. No attacks. Stonequill Serpent is a wee bit annoying. Gem Razor is where this gets really bad. All right, block. All right, play Luminous Broodmoth. No attacks, pass the turn. This does have reach. If they have a Gem Razor, those also have reach. We'll see. So this could get bad. Yeah, what was it? The Spark Hunter was a card that was supposed to help against Planeswalkers, and it just never really did. Sweet, we have a Flying Paradise Druid now. They might try to kill it here. We'll just play another Broodmoth. Swing in. Okay, down to 17, past the turn. It does feel weird playing Broodmoth and not playing like a bunch of Aristocrat stuff. But that's basically what this deck does, is like, we play massive like threats that are just really hard to deal with, and if you don't have the answers right away, we should win the game. We can kind of just keep putting them on the battlefield because 4 drops are good. Right, against Lust Atlantist and keep some ramp. We're still playing things on turn 3 potentially. Need to dig for land. Give me land. Not a land. Get out of here. I don't even care about you. You're also not a land. Ugh. Oh, that's the worst. Alright, Finn the Lurker. We'll drop the... We do have double black, right? So, yeah, let's keep one of each. Each thing. That's cool. Come on. Give it to me now. Give me my land. We have 25 lands in the deck. We even scried something to the bottom. The odds of us hitting a land there are so incredibly high. I'm not sure if Amori is actually worth playing. Like, it's just like here as an extra thing. It does let us cast multiple things on turn 6 if we play it on turn 5. So there's that. So I don't think we care about it. All right, down to 19. Come on. All right, well, that's at least a playable thing. No attacks past the turn. Underworld Dreams. Oh no. Disappear into the Abyss combo. Deck, come on. 11 cards, only 3 lands. And we scryed one to the bottom, so 12 cards, only 3 lands. With 25 lands in the deck. That is almost half the deck. Come now. Come now. It's gonna happen sometimes. It's fine. Guess I should have kept the goose or whatever it was. Yeah, down to 14. Timoret. Good for you. We have to shock ourselves. Baju's Lieutenant. I think just the fact that it blocks, if it does die, we get another blocker is nice here. Did I sacrifice to the gods of shuffle? I forgot. Dang it, every time. Sorry, guys. All right, so I could start swinging with Wrinkle. Man, Underworld Dreams is gonna kill us pretty soon too, huh? All right, let's go Nightmare Shepherd first, so we can swing for 7 next turn. This has Vigilance, right? That's big. All right, no attacks. Pass the turn. Life gain would be nice right about now. Ooh, there we go. Life gain. Life gain is great. Life gain is grand. Play the Goosey. Play the Shepherd number 2. Swing in. Are we dead if they just swing all out? I do believe so. All right, no attacks past the turn. We'll stay a little bit more patient. If we hit a land, we can gain life and play big things. And they had the Grey Merchant. 17 damage. I don't think I've ever seen that big of a Grey Merchant before. Alright, we get some decent ramp here. We get a Scry again, so keep it. We get some draws. We're totally going to find another land this game. It's totally going to happen. Alright, Reach is nice here against this deck. Land. Alright, I take it. That's good. That is very, very good. This actually lets us play Gem Razor. Kind of. Actually, no, because we have to play one of the Fable Passages tapped, huh? Yeah, that's alright. Alright, pass the turn. Now that we're at 4 lands, the nice thing is we never need 5 necessarily, so that's kind of nice. All right, block here. Sack, grab. Who do we want to play? We already have. Okay, so grab Swamp, grab Forest with the next one. Cracking this now, because we'll get the Scry anyway. All right, so Scry. Yeah, lots of flyers is pretty good. Play big flyer. Pass the turn, no attacks. Rally of Wings. Feels like a Rally of Wings. They could not fire it off if we don't block, so let's go ahead and block and kill something. This still guarantees the block, the kill. So yeah, it has the rally. We kill something. Arboreal Grazers get to come back as 1/1s instead. So take action. Take action. I could play the Baju's Lieutenant here instead. No, let's play out another blocker. Force him to have it again. No attacks. Pass the turn. And opponent scoops it up. There we go. Yeah. We had a lot of reach and flying. They're probably like, really? All right, we're done. We're done here. And that is the other good side of this deck, is a lot of flying and stuff and reach. We do get to hose some decks here and there. All right, up against MM type R, we have turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Gem Razor. Ooh, Delali. But I think we probably will hold off on it to try to get to these turn 4 plays. Like a questing beast. Watcher of the Saphirs. So we hit the lands to get up to 4 mana. I think what we do is we play out the plains, we pass the turn. We just create some food, we let them go off. We have a ton of reach and stuff here. Yeah, they swing in for 4, potentially 5. That is such a good card. Yeah, let's just create some food. Down to 14. So I didn't play it right for Wrinkle. So shock in the Overgrown Tomb. Let's go ahead and just Gem Razor onto the Goose. We have a flyer, no attacks past the turn. Life total is down quite a bit. The MTG engineer, what is up? How you doing? Have you got your first video up, by the way? If so, everyone go subscribe to MTG engineer. What's up, yay? Little did they know we have even more flyers, so we trade, we keep our life total high. We don't shock ourselves, that's nice. Alright, so black mana for Wrinkle. So they can't actually double block here. I don't think we swing in though. Pass the turn. Counter onto this with the Bazir's Lieutenant seems good. Can't swing with this unless they swing with that. So if they swing with both, we know there's the Rally of Wings. Yeah, read Loyal Pegasus. Can't attack or block alone. Alright, if they do have Rally, I think we need to try to keep our life total higher. Alright, they have it. Now what? We play at that. Okay, cool. I'm just hoping that they run out of gas. That is kind of the dream here. I'm not very hopeful. We get to start gaining some life soon, so we can hopefully start like an untapped land means we get to play something and gain life. Is it another Rally of Wings? Do they have it all? Well, we're gonna try. Yeah. Always has it all. Bummer. That's cool, that's cool. Alright, up against Mr. K Mentor. And we don't get a turn 1 Grazer, but we could have it turn 2. Which ramps us a little bit, but I mean, if the goal is a turn 3/4 drop, then we still have a turn 3/4 drop, right? As long as we hit a land. So we've got a shot here. There we go. Hit the land. All right, now we don't need any more lands. And we can use them if we have them, that's nice, but basically lands don't do anything for us until later on. All right, exiling Pokeranos is annoying, but it's fine. All right, so digging for not having extra green mana is a little bit annoying here, but we need to be able to play the Nightmare Shepherds. No attacks past the turn. No discard, please. All right, go Nightmare Shepherd. There is something to be said about playing Pelucranos there instead, being able to just fight this and swing through, but I'm assuming they're going to play something else out on this turn. Like a Simulacrum. Robbie Wasabi, what is up, good sir? Alright, Overgrown Tomb tapped. How much mana do we have? So, let's go Pelucranos here. Swinging with the Nightmare Shepherd. Pass the turn. This is Mono Black Ugin, maybe? So next turn we get to Paradise Druid and Amori. Unless we hit a land, then we Paradise Druid and Nightmare Shepherd. I could also fight something and be able to swing in a little bit more aggressively. Like just playing the Shepherds are good. Alright, swing in with just the Shepherd. I don't want them to draw cards here, if I can avoid it. Sure. Actually, I know that they have discard. I should have held on to that, because Paradise Druid is a little bit better. Let's just play more things at once. Yeah, it does protect the Shepherd from kill. They do still turn into 1/1s, which is a pretty good removal spell to an extent. The effect stays around though, which is great. Yeah, I should have focused maybe on trying to get Paradise Druid. Yeah, I mean, we're swinging for 8 next turn. Ain't too shabby. But yeah, overall with 4-drop tribal, and this is I think some from games in the past as well, but 50% win rate. That's probably as good as we can hope for with this deck. Because, I mean, come on, it's 4-drop tribal. At the same time, though, the game plan is good to an extent. Getting Questing Beast on turn 3 is hard to beat. We didn't get that very often because I think we only drew 1 Questing Beast in 10 games. So that happens. But Questing Beast is a really powerful card that you can sometimes hit. You know, all these different cards are really powerful at different times. So overall, I think the deck is fun. It's fun. We're going to leave it at that. I'm not sure about good. It's fun. And I like fun. And that's why we come and do this. So anyway, if you also like fun, want to see more fun stuff, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe while you're on YouTube. And also come follow me on Twitch. That's where we are recording these right now. I am hoping to start recording not on Twitch, but right now with a baby along the way, all that kind of stuff. Baby's due within a week right now. And so trying to get ahead as much as possible, kind of utilizing my time the best I can. But once things start getting settled down, I'll try to make separate content from Twitch and YouTube so that you guys get a little bit more stuff here. Anyway, so yeah, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you go subscribe on YouTube, like there, and yeah. Anyway, have a good one, and we'll see you guys on YouTube.